Welcome back to my 2019 Project Life flip through. This is part 2.
Okay.
Continuing on.
And then these ones are kind of weird. Okay, so we went, again, I guess a lot in this album. I was just kind of using my stash or just memorabilia that I had from whatever event. So I wasn't really using scrapbooking kits, so it's cheap and it's easy. We went to a theater show and they mailed us our tickets in this envelope that I thought was so cool, and so I cut it apart, but I only had, it was one envelope, so I only had so many pieces, so I used it. This one is the name of the theater, and I think I was thinking I would journal here, and then I never did. So, but then I was able to make 3 of these 3x4 cards, and I was able to line this a little bit, and I used a roller date for the stamps, and I don't really love that, but always trying to be creative, I guess. And then journaled on things just a tiny bit with my paint pen, which again, I don't love it, but it's different. And then a copy of our ticket. So, and then the program, I think I just tore out, rather than the whole program, I think it may have fallen apart. So I just kept the main page, their bio, I just taped it to the back. I don't know. Anyway, I have a couple cards. And then, so that was that week, and that was the main thing, I guess, that week was just that we went to that show. So, and then you know, I put this 20 years, I think I used on an app, and I think this says now and then, so it was 20 years, and this is just a general project. So these ones, this March one, this one, I mean, I think all of these background cards are just basic Project Life ones that I got in a core kit box. I think this might be the Midnight edition. I have used those cards in so many things, and I still have so many left. Yeah. Anyway, I think my original thought process was that I would have a picture of us from when we first got married and a picture of us now, but then that was just going to be too much work. So anyway, again, this is, I use my label maker to make this, but then this is just, again, taking more screenshots of people's stuff from Facebook. So there you go. And then this is my fish. This poor fish just kept on ticking. I think it actually, we thought it was dead and it ended up not being dead. And then I have a journaling thing that I just wrote pull, so you could pull it out. I put a tab on it. I did buy these tabs on Amazon, I think, and I don't necessarily love them because they have, where's one that I put, they're not actually made for scrapbooking, and maybe actual scrapbooking ones would be better. Anyway, they have a large clear thing that adheres them, which makes them very solid. They're not coming off, but it's almost like looking through privacy glass or something. I don't know. Anyway, it says Rojo. Okay, so the school I taught in, the children were primarily Spanish speaking, and it was free school, so they were kind of learning their colors, so I named him Rojo. Or maybe somebody else named him Rojo. Actually, he may have come to me named Rojo, but it seems like something I would do. But anyway, Rojo is a fish that I've had in my classroom for 3 years. 3 years this fish lived in a classroom. He has traveled rooms and even locations with me, coming to my house on breaks. I can tell he is nearing the end of his life. He often lays, this sounds so sad, he often lays on the bottom of the tank and has lost a lot of his color. I expect he will die before spring break. This was in, this was March, but right before spring break. And then I have some other journaling. Okay. I think I'm journaling about these pictures as well. But Rojo's story is kind of a good story. So this was right before spring break. So if you look here, you can see through here this leprechaun guy from Lucky Charms. Okay, this was something that I did. It was creative. It was fun. It looks kind of hokey, and I just, I have learned that I am the audience of my albums, so it's whatever. But then this is here, and I used the Lucky Charms box. I just did the roller stamp again along that. I use that as my title card for the week, I guess. And then this is here just as kind of, and then this is St. Patrick's Day, I guess. I had this one card that says Lucky Us. It's embossed with this gold. That came from a mini kit that some of the cards I absolutely loved and other cards I would never use. And this one I really liked, but I think I had one, so it's kind of like, But anyway, I would put, so this must need to go between the pictures. There you go. Because then again, this one's text. I took a screenshot of text, which I don't do that very much anymore. I used to do that a lot more. Pi Day, I will say that Pi Day, we almost always just get pie from McDonald's. And these pictures are super dark because they were, I don't know, taken in my TV room. Oh, then Rojo passed away March 15th. This is how I found him, head above the water. We had a little funeral for him at the end of the day. So poor Rojo did pass away. And then I made this shaker pocket. This little tiny glitter stuff can go through the, what would you call this? Whatever is used to kind of emboss the edges of the pockets. So yeah, that just is what it is, I guess. Oh, and here's Skelly and Scully dressed up for St. Patrick's Day. And those are some lovely St. Patrick's Day outfits. What can I say? Okay. This card, I added these super cool letters that I've had forever and a few creative memory stickers. The back of my shaker pocket cards, these came from that same Creative Memories kit. And then this was a screenshot of the chat on a live cast. So, and then this was, okay, so I made this my screensaver, don't touch my phone, Muggle, and then took a screenshot of my screensaver because we were beginning to prepare for, I don't know what this came from. This came out of something. We were beginning to prepare for our trip to Universal Studios. So then I have this little flip-flop that I just used, washi tape. And so I received this text and I thought it was a scam and I didn't respond for almost 2 days, and that was a problem because then we ended up having to fly in the middle of the night because it was the only remaining flights because they had canceled our flight. I kind of journaled about that. And then this was from Instagram. This is, Harry Potter through an airplane window. And that had shown up on my Instagram, I guess, not too long before we flew. And we were, about to take a plane to Universal Studios. So I took a screenshot of that. But that is not on this page. You can see that through here. I like to do these peek through things, which are always a little bit weird, but then I actually did try to learn from other people. I know how a lot of scrapbookers like Allie Edwards and others will leave white space in a photo, so that knowing that they're going to journal. And so this one actually had some white space, and so I journaled there. And then I do kind of have the same photo twice. I think I just maybe had 2 copies of it and decided to fill in some space here. And then I screenshotted our final confirmation of kind of paying for our trip. So finalizing our Florida plans. This poor plant cartoon. I saw this cartoon and thought the plants that come to my classroom, so true. I see these plants and I think, and then they come to my classroom and see the dead plants. And then for first day of spring, again, I screenshotted somebody's Facebook picture and then just kind of made my card out of it. And then this washi tape, I think I designated the start of my Florida trip with this. So that kind of the washi tape is what kind of makes my Florida trip stand out in the album. Yeah. Okay. So then when you flip this page over, because this pocket didn't have anything in it, you would see this journaling, even if you hadn't seen it before. And then this starts our Florida trip. And I'm trying to think of where this adventure, I feel like maybe it was in this pocket. I'm going to put it in that pocket. There's a nice acrylic piece that says adventure. And back when so we took this trip March spring break of 2019. I feel like I tried almost right away to create these pages. And then I'm still working. We're now in August of 2022. And I still have not finished my vacation album for this vacation, but I do have these pages. So that's really nice to at least have these pages. So anyway, these acrylic pieces have become much more popular, but at that point in time, they were not. And I came across this somewhere and I could have used so many of them, but I also did not know how to adhere it. So I don't know. I'm sure there's a special type of glue or something like that. Okay, I think I'm going to pause before the Florida trip.